environment,
care,
ecology,
sustainability,
relationships,
peace,
dialogue.
fraternity.
This is the United World Week podcast.
Hello again. Welcome back to the United World Week podcast. I'm David from the United States.
And I'm Petra from Hungary. So yesterday we started this new series of podcasts about the United World Week, which is an annual global expo of initiatives which are inspired by a commitment to building a more peaceful, united world.
Exactly. And its theme is Dare to Care. People, planet, and ecological conversion. So most of the activities are focused on integral ecology.
And for those who've listened to yesterday's podcast, you might have heard something about the United World Project, which is a very important part of the United World Week.
Exactly. So, shall we start today's podcast?
Yeah, can't wait. So,
This is the United World Week podcast. Let's go.
Let's roll. Alright, so as we've already said, the United World Week is carried out by the United World Project, which is a global platform that aims to connect, promote and develop local initiatives that work for fraternity in many different ways.
In light of the difficult situations experienced in many countries, we could say that fraternity is still a current concept. Therefore, the United World Project promotes fraternity and to highlight the central role it plays in many contexts.
So let's hear some of the initiatives carried out by this week. Shall we start with the event that happened 2 days ago on the 1st of May?
Okay, and then when we say the 1st of May, we can't forget about Primo Maggio. This is a very big event that has been carried out since 1973. It happens in Loppiano, which is a small town near Florence, where a lot of people come together to share experiences about current issues through forums, actions, performances, and music.
This year, after 2 years of not being able to gather physically, they finally could gather in Loppiano, but not only. The Youth for a United World of Italy also, and for the first time, organized many events in their local towns, such as Monopoli, Ancona, Padova, and Milano, only to mention a few of these.
And, like in Italy, there were other countries that celebrated the launch of the United World Week, for example, Angola and Switzerland. The main activities were workshops of ecology, arts, sports, and culture, visits to other nursing homes, games, and shared experiences.
And given that this year's main theme is integral ecology, we know of many events that involve concrete actions to take care of the environment. Let's have a look in Latin America.
So, both in Venezuela and Peru, the Youth for United World went to local beaches to clean up the seaside. In Honduras, they gathered to reflect on integral ecology. And in Bolivia, there's a community which is organizing an event that will be held during the weekend. But we'll talk more about this in the next episodes.
And we should also mention a lot of other cities in the world where they did ecological activities to discover their own territories and take care of the environment. Among the main cities, we can mention Montreal in Canada, Sydney in Australia, Hyde Park in New York, and many other countries such as Sweden, Albania, Brazil, India, and Thailand.
Wow, the whole world is to participate in the United World Week. Now let's move on to the next part of the podcast, where we are going to talk with Clara in South Africa.
So we are now connected with Clara, who is from Pretoria, South Africa. She's a young woman of the Focolare movement, and she's now graduating in international relations.
Welcome, Clara. Nice to meet you.
Hi!
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you all.
We heard that during the United World Week on May 7th, you have organized an initiative in the Tembiso neighborhood in Johannesburg. Can you tell us what that's about?
That is very correct, Russell. The Tembisa area is quite one of the most disadvantaged areas in the skirts of Johannesburg. And we started meeting with the community last year during their violent attacks and looting around the area. So we started helping them by helping families and businesses. And for this year's United World Week, we will be going back, like you said, on the 7th of May for a good program of ecology and recycling. And then we will be playing games with the kids and do what we can with the adults, and then make sure at the end we do a cleanup session, which we have involved the municipality to be a part of by giving us refuse bags that we will be making use of.
But this wasn't the first time that you've been there. So how did the relationship with the Tambisa people develop?
So last year there was some looting and some real violent protests that were happening in the area, which damaged the area quite badly. And we thought that it would be fit if we take it up on ourselves to help the area. And that was the first contact that we had with them. What we did was to be in relationship with small businesses to help them, at least those who were ruined, to help them grow, to help them start up again. And we were able to feed around 100 kids every time we went back.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Clara.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
And before we finish, let's invite Anita, who will tell us more about the United World Week. Bienvenida, Anita.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are you guys?
How are you? We're
Oh
fine.
man, it's an honor to be here.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
It's our honor.
Being between you two, it's a pleasure.
The pleasure is all ours.
So you prepared something for us, I think.
Are you ready?
I don't know, David.
Let's do it.
Let's do
see.
it.
Let's see how much you know about my country. Let's begin with Argentina. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Just we're traveling the world.
Yeah. Okay.
I know yesterday you had some questions about Rome and Italy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go
Yeah.
down to Argentina. And I have a first question to see how much you know about the popular food of Argentina. I think you'll know this though.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, listen carefully to the question. Which of these three foods, which of these three is a very popular food in Argentina? So the options are paella, dulce de leche, mate.
David,
Remember-
you're good.
Remember the food
questions.
I'll
yeah.
ask the question again and listen carefully. Which of these three is a very, very popular food in Argentina? So paella, dulce de leche, mate.
You're
Mate.
from Latin America, so I trust you.
I'm not, but I've been
No,
there.
he's from
Yeah.
Mate.
mate. What do you say?
Mate.
Mate. You fell into the trick because
Dulce
it's
de
not the
leche.
right answer. Because the question is what's a favorite food. Mate. Well done though. It's Argentinian.
drink.
Well, it's drink. It's also Brazilian and it's also from Uruguay. But because otherwise, we're going to take some critics if I don't say that. It's important
Some
to
comments
clarify.
on our social
exactly.
media platforms,
But
yeah.
mate is a drink. It's something you drink. So dulce de leche is a very famous sweet. It's like the Argentinian Nutella, and it's actually better.
Dulce means
Dulce de leche is like something you put on cakes and toasts. It's really good.
Oh my God. What are we doing today?
Yeah. You need to taste
don't
that.
know.
I'll make sure you taste it. Okay, so
Okay,
the second
let's
one,
see.
I think this one is easier.
Okay.
Which
hope.
one? Oh, yeah, no, it is. Which one of these three is a very famous type of music from Argentina? Option 1, jazz. Option 2, tango. Option 3, samba.
Tango, no? Yeah?
I'm gonna agree.
Well done. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Well done.
We are good.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to what we really want to talk about, which is the United World Project.
Absolutely.
And let's see how much you know about it,
Let's
and
see.
let's also know a bit more about it through the questions. So when was the United World Project officially launched? I think you'll know this.
Maybe.
I mean, both maybe, but I really think you will know it. In 2014, in 2010, or in 2012?
2012, well, no?
2012.
The sea. Yeah.
2012.
Yeah.
Exactly, yes, because it was
Big
launched
Genfest.
In Hungary.
exactly in
Yeah.
Budapest, in the
Budapest,
Let's
yeah.
Bridge Genfest, which is a international youth festival organized by the Folklore Movement.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It was a great experience, yeah.
you were there, right?
Yeah, of course. I was
Were you
a
there?
little one, but
No,
No, me neither. We saw it from TV.
no, I was too young.
I was too young too, but yeah.
Let's say I was too young as well. Yeah. Okay. Who is the main promoter of the United World Project? Option A, New Humanity NGO. The Italian football team Juventus,
Or maybe that one.
maybe.
Maybe.
Or the European Union. What do you say?
A. What do you think? I think A.
I think A.
New Humanity NGO.
I
Correct.
thought you will say the football team.
Ah, yeah.
No, it's only because someone asked me to register credits for
Okay.
NGO.
Okay. Okay, all right.
Ah,
I
okay,
see.
so there was
All right. Yeah.
cheating there. No, I'm kidding. It is, of course, the New Humanity NGO, which was formed as an NGO in 1986, and it's active in 100 countries around the world, and its mission is to contribute towards building up the unity of the human family while respecting its diversity.
It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's good to be a part of it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, what is the name of the campaign that the United World Project launches every year? Campaign for a United World, option A. Option B, Pathways for a United World. Or United World Pathways.
For sure, something with pathways.
Yeah.
Pathways
B,
for United
yeah.
World.
Yeah, B. Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh,
Pathways
it's
for a
B.
United World. This is an annual campaign that aims to address local and global challenges by sparking personal and collective processes of change. The previous years, they were focused on a new economy, peace and human rights, and politics and active citizenship. This year, of course, is ecology. To know more, you are all invited to visit unitedworldproject.org and find that out more. Sorry, I'm Argentinian.
Yeah.
Okay,
But you have that vibe of Latin America. I love that.
but yes, thank you, Petra.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
David.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow. And thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
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 Have a nice day.
Environment.
Care.
Ecology.
Sustainability.
Relationships.
Peace.
Dialogue.
Fraternity.
This is the United World Week podcast.